if you're wanting to live a more toxin-free life, use more natural, and actually know what natural means, products in your everyday life, in your food, in your kitchen, in your cleaning, in your hair care, in your skincare for you and your family and those you love, this is the perfect episode for you. And my 5-day challenge coming up is for you. And so this episode is just looking at 5 different questions to ask yourself, one for each of the areas I mentioned, before you enter into learning about what does it mean to detox your body and home in those areas. What does it mean to actually pursue and make more natural, pure toxin-free products, all that sort of stuff. And so this is kind of a preparation episode for those joining me next week for my Spring Detox Challenge, my free Spring Detox Challenge, April 18th to the 22nd. And so listen to this episode, allow it to prepare you, and then sign up for the challenge. All right. And then in the episode, I mentioned that there's a special giveaway I'm doing for the women who sign up for the challenge, share the challenge with some friends, and participate. And so you're going to want to make sure you listen to this episode and find out what that beautiful giveaway is. Okay. Hope to see you in the challenge. Hope to support you in, again, living a more toxin-free life this spring. And please reach out if you have any questions on Instagram or in the Facebook group, and enjoy the episode. You're listening to the Made Well Women podcast, and I am Brianna Wilkerson, your host. For over half my life, I really had to pay attention to my relationship with food, with my body, and with myself. As a young girl, I just started to find my worth in my weight and my work. And I really started to define my beauty, my body, and my value in all of those things. And that led to a very not healthy way of eating, not healthy way of taking care of myself. But when I started to realize that my worth was not in my weight and that healthy living did not have to be so depriving, but it could actually be joyful, that's when I found freedom and breakthrough. And it has been my mission ever since to help women do the same. So Made Well Women is about helping other women find peace with food, create healthy habits, and use essential oils confidently. So you're going to find solo episodes, you're going to find guest interviews from time to time, and really you're just going to find a space where I can talk to you from heart to heart, woman to woman, to really support you in creating your version of food freedom, finding healthy habits that support you and your life, and using essential oils to support you along the way. And as I mentioned, I'm an essential oils lover and I'm an advocate with doTERRA, and I really want to help more and more women and homes use essential oils for your health and for women's health, their family, and their homes. So I'm so glad you're here and so glad to support you. Before you go and listen to the episode, I want you to do a couple things. One, make sure you join the Made Well Women's Health community. This is a space where you can unpack these episodes and get support on your journey, as well as follow me on Instagram because I share all about behind the scenes of my own life there as well. All right, enjoy the episode, and I can't wait to get to know you more and support you. Friends, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It is Brianna here, your host, and today I just want to continue to have this conversation about detoxing. Last week's episode was about how toxins can be the secret enemy to our health, and just how these everyday toxins in our environment can really be messing with our health in ways that we don't quite understand, but could also be causing a lot of the issues that we may be wrestling with, okay? And so I just, as I prepare for the Spring Detox Challenge, which I hope you're going to join us because it's going to be such a fabulous 5 days. But I just wanted, I have this prep module when you sign up that you can kind of watch from the previous time I did it. But I kind of wanted to just jump in fresh and go through kind of a podcast today with the same prep. But obviously in the last 3 years, I've learned a lot more about living a natural life, toxin-free life, and have learned a lot more about how essential oils can be a solution to that. And so just wanted to come in fresh and share similar things that I shared back in, I think it was maybe episode 87. I don't know, it was a while ago, but bring it to you afresh. And so, I just think the spring is a time where we're all considering detoxing, we're considering cleaning, we're considering shifting our bodies, and Easter is happening soon, and then we're like, okay, well, we need to just clean the house, clean our bodies, all these different things. And I think in the last few years, we've all seen the importance of taking care of our health, whether it be our habits, whether it be the products we're using. And so I think this challenge is coming at a very good time, very important time to really equip you with the solutions that you need, cost-effective solutions that you need, and effective solutions that you need to really support your health as you want to reduce the toxic exposure for both you and your family and your loved ones, okay? And so obviously, as I mentioned last week, and even as I mentioned when you joined the challenge, there are so many different areas that we could talk about, but there's 5 areas that we're going to cover in this challenge. And so I wanted to do a little episode just to really kind of share one question I want you to ask yourself when you're considering detoxing your body and home in these 5 areas, right? So the 5 areas are your food, your kitchen, your cleaning solutions, your hair solutions, and your skincare, right? And especially as women, we can put up to 500 chemicals on our body a day from all those areas, right? And we are, if you're the primary cook person, if you're the primary clean person in the house, it's like primary grocery person, like you're the one actually interacting with these synthetic chemicals more than anything, right? And probably you're the one that's buying a lot of the stuff for your kids or for your husband, right? And so I really think if we can, as women, but as moms too, really empower ourselves, we can shift the health of our whole family, all right? So one question I want you to ask yourself in each of those areas. And when you sign up for the challenge, there's a worksheet that is, if you sometimes you're like, I can write it on a piece of paper, but it'll be nice if the worksheet's done for me. But the first one is like, what's in and on your food? Like on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, like, do you know what's in your food? Do you know what's on your food? And what that question is hinting at is that, we probably all know the importance of making your own food at home because you kind of know a little bit more what's on it and in it. But even in the meals that we buy, like, do you know what it's prepared with? Do you know what oils they use? Do you know, like, if it's organic fruits and vegetables? Do you know if it's like a good quality meat? All those different things. Just like asking yourself again, there's no judgment in this process. I want to say this again and again. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the challenge. This is a learning time. And, I've been learning this stuff for 6 to 8, 10 years. And it's over time that I have really switched one thing at a time. I've taken one step at a time in reducing my toxic load. When I started, I just would start using coconut oil as for my hair and my skin. Like that's all I did. Still use my regular cleaning products, still bought fruits and vegetables as is and all those sort of things. But over time, I just allowed myself to just slowly go on the journey of shifting those things, right? So what is in and on your food? You can answer that however you want. But in the challenge, we're going to particularly talk a little bit about fruits and veggies and the importance of local, the importance of even growing your own, and the importance of organic. All right. Okay, so the second question has to do with the kitchen area. What are you cooking and storing food with? This one, when I first started learning about this, I just was amazed because plastic has been such a big, it's easy to make, it's easy, whatever. And so so many things are stored in plastic. And yet over the years, I think many people have caught on that a lot of plastic releases these synthetic chemicals that can mess with a lot of different areas in our body. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in the challenge. But also just more companies are trying to use less and less plastic when they're packaging because plastic does not easily break down. And so, a lot of our garbage, our landfills are being filled with plastic that doesn't break down. And also when they make its way into the water, right, it can affect the marine life. And so I love that even doTERRA, the essential oils company that I use and I'm an advocate for, has over the last 2 years, I've just seen how they've shifted in their packaging to using more recyclable materials and less plastic, right? But more so than that is that in our kitchens, when we're like storing particularly hot food in plastic, the plastic could seep into our food, right? And that's just one example. And so, we're going to talk about the importance of stainless steel. We're going to talk about the importance of silicone and glass and all those sort of things. But again, just ask yourself more often than not, what are you storing your food in? What are you cooking your food in? Because even a lot of the non-stick pans that are amazing, right? Because they don't stick, they have some particular chemicals on them that make them non-stick and can easily seep into your food. Okay, so what are you cooking and storing your food with? That has to do with the kitchen. Now, the third question is, what are you cleaning with? Now, this is the big one. I just did an essential oils for cleaning class in person, and it was just a few of us, and it was great. And I just think we just all had a conversation of, there's more natural products than there have ever been. Like we see the word natural. I had a friend who even said, if it looks green or it has like nature on it, that means that, I tend to trust it a little bit more. And I just was like, yes. And she was in marketing and media. I'm like, and you know why they do that, right? Because we assume green, we assume nature with more natural, right? And that's not always the case. We want to be careful of what we call greenwashing. Just like it's easy for someone to say natural. It's easy for someone to say whatever, toxin-free, all those sort of things. But they might be referring to certain things are missing, but that doesn't mean the whole thing is necessarily pure or doesn't have these synthetic chemicals that can mess with you. And so we'll talk a little bit about the dirty dozen of kind of cosmetic chemicals that makes its way even into cleaning products, but even especially cosmetic chemicals. And so just what are you cleaning with? And, I'm going to talk about for all of these simple, natural, I hear the word natural, but pure essential oil solutions to really kind of step in place of some of these things. Now, I actually think there are a lot of great products out there, a lot of brands that have really taken the step up and really providing good quality products. But I think we could still empower ourselves to make our own too. And I think essential oils have a lot of health benefits as well. And so that's why I like it. It's not just like it's toxin free and it's like we're not messed around by it. No, it actually gives us these health benefits as well. And so, what are you cleaning with? Think of anything. You could, top cleaning product. It's open for a reason. I just want you to think through that. Then the fourth has to do with your hair. All right. What are you putting in your hair? What products for your shampoo, hair conditioner, moisturizer, glaze or holder. We can go on and on about all the different hair products out there, especially for different types of hair. And just asking yourself, what are you putting in them and what's in them? Like, what are you putting on your hair and what's in them? And I think, again, you could just use the worksheet or even a piece of paper to write down the product and even look up what's in them. And then I'm going to mention the Environmental Working Group has great resources to help you figure out if the products that you're using are really helpful or not, or really have good quality ingredients or not. We'll talk more about that in the challenge. But yeah, just ask yourself, what are you commonly putting your shampoo in here? And this is something that I've had to learn over time. I went back to my curly hair maybe about 10 years ago. And there's a lot of products that help women with kind of coarse, dry, curly hair. But if you're not careful, they have also a lot of toxins to make it, the curls hold a certain way. And so I've had to do a lot of research and testing over time to figure out what's best for my hair. Luckily, doTERRA has shampoo and conditioner that works really well for my hair. And my hair has never been healthier, actually. So anyways, what are you putting in your hair? What, your shampoo, your conditioner, your moisturizer. Now, what are you putting on your skin? And then again, a woman can put a lot on her skin. I'm talking about perfume, I'm talking about lotion, I'm talking about body wash. There's on and on and on the different types of products we're using. Again, just writing that down, write out the brand, write out what it is. Do you buy it? Do you make it? What's in it? That sort of thing. And with all of these, again, the reason why I'm trying to ask you this is because often we want to learn about the solutions where we're not even considering where we're starting at. Even this is like me coaching you here and also providing essential oil solutions, but it's where are you starting at? And if you make a list of all those, the top product in those 5 areas, food, kitchen, cleaning, hair, skin, and you just work on making a change in one of those at a time, I promise you it's going to help reduce your toxic load over time. It's going to help your body's natural detoxification pathways be able to work better, and you're going to feel better. Just trust me, it's going to happen. And so this is a slow process, but it's a powerful process. And that's why I love that I could really combine both of my loves for coaching and essential oils together in this challenge, but particularly even helping women use oils to help detox their body, because again, it's just it's a powerful area. I keep going on and on and on about it, but I just would teach about this all the time if I can. And I still have a lot to learn and I don't know everything, right? So anyways, so what you need to do is answer those 5 questions. You can go back and listen to what they are. What's in your food or on your food? What are you cooking and storing your food with when you're in the kitchen? What are you cleaning with? What are you putting on your hair? What are you putting on your skin? But you'll also get the worksheet that goes with this when you sign up for the challenge. Okay? And you can go to madewell345.com/spring detox challenge or click the show notes and you can sign up. And it's a free challenge happening live April 18th to 22nd, where each day we're going to kind of go through one of these areas. And then we're going to do 2 areas on day 4, but then we're going to wrap up on Friday. And then each night, so there will be a little short training in the morning in the worksheet that you can access at any point. And each night I'm going to go live, answer any questions about that topic, but also then provide some essential oil products and solutions that I love. And I'm always looking for more women to support, to join my kind of oils community, to support them and in reducing their toxic load and caring for their health and home and family, whether they want to just use the products, whether they want to share about them, or even whether they want to do what I do and share, but also build a business out of it. So I'll talk way more about that in the challenge and then invite you to a special offer at the end. But I will say this. I announced last week on social and in my email the special challenge prize. Initially, I was going to give away one small thing each day, but I just have a special combination prize, and it's what I call my essential oil detox kit. And it is, it's going to come with some essential oil samples that are just really great for all of the areas that we're talking about. It's going to come with, I think it said a roller bottle, a glass spray bottle that you can make your own combinations out of, a little tiny booklet that I typically give to my customers when they enroll, that can add, if you're like, I want to know what's good for bumps on my skin, the top 5 oils will be there, that sort of thing. And then a personal consultation with me. In total, this is $250 probably worth in value, but you can win it for free. And so I mentioned when you sign up for the challenge, the ways you can increase. Basically, the more you participate and the more you share about the challenges, the more chances you have. So you sign up for the challenge, you're going to get 1 point. I don't remember the exact points, but if you sign up for the challenge, if you tag some friends in the social media post about the giveaway, and then you participate in the challenge, you increase your chances of winning. And the reason why I do that is, 1, I want more women, as many women as possible doing this, because I believe it's going to be life-changing for so many people in their health and their families. But 2, it makes you participate. I mean, we all love free things. Whenever there's a giveaway, I participate a lot more in things, even though I might not have a chance of win. And so I do that. I do that too, just meaning I host these giveaways so you can participate and really take the most out of it during the week that it's available. This is like a 5-day masterclass type thing. And if I had charged for it, it would be quite a bit, right? But I really just want more women to engage in these topics, and then more women to take that step to particularly using essential oils as a solution. Okay? So let me know your answers to those 5 questions. You can let me know on Instagram at MadeWellWomen. You can let me know in the Madewell Women's Health community. You can email me. Or you can even just sign up for the challenge, and there's spaces to enter your answers there. But really take the time this week to reflect on this. Take stock where you're at, so that as we go into next week and do the challenge, you can be prepared and you can kind of know the areas that you want to work on. And of course, hopefully you sign up for the challenge, but share it, check out the giveaway details, tag some friends on Instagram and Facebook, participate, and just increases your chance of winning those Essential Oils Detox Kit. All right. Grateful for you all. Thank you for journeying with me in living a more toxin-free life. I'm excited for next week and excited to help more women and families in this area. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Friend, thanks for listening to another episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just really, again, asking ourselves where in our food, our kitchen, our cleaning areas, skincare, hair care products can we really look for more natural solutions with, but it starts with knowing what we're using, okay? And knowing what's in those things. And so please feel free to share your answers to any of those questions with me. If you sign up in the challenge, you can send them in, you could share them in the course database, you can share it in the Facebook group, and you can even share it with me on Instagram, multiple places. And just really mark off some time in your calendar next week to really participate in this challenge. 20, 30 minutes a day. I mean, I just think it's going to be transformational to really empowering yourself to know how to take care of you and your family and your health in a more natural way. Okay? So hope to see you in the challenge. Make sure you share about the challenge so you can increase your chances of winning that giveaway prize. And I'll see you next week. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Made Well Women podcast and enjoyed whether it was me and a solo episode or my guest thoughts on really how to help you live a healthy life and to be made well. But before you go, I want to make sure you know you're not alone. These podcasts are meant to be inspirational. They're meant to support you as you're going about your daily life. But where I have found the most transformation is one-on-one support, but also community. So make sure you join the Made Well Women's Health community, where you can process this podcast and get support in whatever aspect of a Made Well journey you're on. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram, because there you're going to also be able to see behind the scenes and just how I live my own Made Well Woman life. All right. Can't wait to support you. Can't wait to get to know you more. And again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Please rate, review it. Let me know how it was for you. And the more people that rate and review the podcast, the more women that could see it. All right. That's it. Bless you. And I'll see you on the next episode.